We meet again. So, I made a community post earlier today about the latest with Deji, the Nigerian scammer, who I have been talking to since October. I was actually trying to make a video about it today, but it was just. I wanted to record everything at once, but it's way too long. Uh, I wasn't even halfway through, and what I recorded so far was like 45 minutes long, and I don't have enough space on my devices to do that. So it's kind of hard to explain. If I if I use if I do a bunch of screenshots, hi Anthony, it is much more difficult to manage to then I have to crop every single screenshot and number every single screenshot. And the last time I did that, it was just way more trouble than it was worth. So I wanted to do like a screen recording, and that's much easier. But my phone didn't have enough space to do a screen recording, so I tried to do it on the computer, and it's like a lot more jumpy that way. If I go into the Instagram private messages, and plus it wasn't recording the sound for the voice recordings, and I've done it before, so I don't know what's going on. But hi Anthony, hi Ellen, hi Patricia. Ellen, the recital was great. We had a lot of fun, and it turned out that that day was National Pizza Party Day, and I had no idea, but I had 5 pizzas delivered. And I thought the kids all did great, and they all knew each other too, which just makes it, I think, easier on everyone rather than playing in front of strangers. Okay, so I have to figure out the best way to make a video about the Deji situation, because a lot of people, aren't watching the live streams about him. And I, I didn't think things were gonna last long. I didn't think I was ever gonna make a video about him. Okay, I'm so irritated right now. Um, if you all remember, Deji was trying to get me to start a USAA account because he needs an overseas account so he can save money for after school. And so he's saying, can you help me start an account? Of course, what he means by that is, will I start my own account and then give him the login? I said, yeah, with the profile that has my social security number and everything. And I told him that USAA, they only do business with people who have been in the military or have family in the military. And he says, no, hi Patricia. He says, I've done my research on this, blah, blah, blah. So, I told him I called them. They said I'm not eligible for it. And I was trying to figure out. So I told him the other day that my boss, Carol, she wanted to have a chat with me on Monday. And yeah, so I said, Carol just told me she wants to meet with me on Monday. Seriously? Now I'm going to be stressed all weekend. So he said he was going to go to a party. He said she's probably going to give you a raise. And oh, I told him I had a friend named Brian coming over. Here, let me back up some more. Oh, I showed him that Elon Musk was following me. Hi, Cliff. Um, so he had said good morning. I said good morning. Have any fun plans today? Showed him the Elon Musk thing. I said Elon Musk is following me. Finally, all my problems will be solved. He says laugh my A off. Probably. So he says, yeah, going to a party. How are you? I said, fine. Hope you have a great time. I'm doing okay. Have company coming over tonight. And then I said that Carol wants to have a meeting with me. He said she's probably giving me a raise. And so he asked who my company was. I said, no one you know, of course. I know, I don't know the person. His name is Brian, old friend. I doubt Carol is giving me a raise. Oh, okay, cool. What do you think she's calling you for then? I don't know. I see her pretty much every day, so I don't know why she won't just tell me instead of setting up a special meeting. I think it might be serious. Try not to worry about it too much. Hey there, how are you doing? Doing okay. How was the party? It was okay. I got drunk, trying to forget my sorrows. How are you doing? I didn't sleep until 7 a.m. Oh wow, were there any cute girls there? Sure, didn't approach any though. Why not? 2/3 spoke to me, but I didn't ask for their contact. I don't have the energy for that right now. Sounds like depression. I just spilled ketchup on myself. Just a random fact. It was true. I did. I spilled ketchup on myself. Nah, not that. You're not working today? I still eat on days I work. Had microwave hot dogs for lunch. I give him the barfy emoji. I know. Why the emoji? You didn't like it? No, they didn't taste good today. At least not microwaved. Okay, good morning, Bay. How are you doing? Hey. So I was trying to figure out then for like my channel members and stuff, I said, choose your own adventure. What should I do next? What's the meeting about? And I didn't even end up doing one of the options that I put up there. So he says, I was worried you didn't come online, but you're ignoring my texts. He acts like he's like the only person in my life, you know? I said, sorry, in panic mode. Talked to Carol yesterday, and she said I need to have the garage completely cleaned out in 30 days for several reasons. If I don't do it, she's going to charge me $500 a month for using it. Her brother is coming to stay and will need to park his car in my garage. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. In case you don't know the backstory, my ex left me and he left all of his stuff behind in the garage, and there's so much and it's so heavy. Like, I just don't even have a way to get rid of it. It's been such a dilemma. And that's what stops me from getting a new job, is because when I get a new job, I have to move out of the guest house, and I'm just not ready to move. But I really do want a new job. And Deji would really like me to have a new job where I have a lot more free time to talk to him so he can ask me for money more often. He says, dang. Oh wait, first he said, $500 per month is crazy, so what are you gonna do about it? I don't know. I don't even know if what she's doing is legal. Dang. I don't know too. Can't you take days off to clear out some stuff? I've told him about this so many times. I work too much to deal with it. That's what's so disgusting about the situation. She says I will have to figure it out. I think she just wants me to quit. Dang. I think you should start working on an alternative. Oh, that's so smart of him. I bet I could give him all sorts of advice too. Anthony, yes, Deji has been a naughty boy. He keeps asking to borrow money from me. So at first, he presented himself as a 47-year-old white man named Henry. And I, very first thing I told him was, "You're old." And he laughed at that. And he goes, "Well, how old are you?" And I said, 47. He goes, "Well, did you see my bio? I'm 47." And I said, "Yeah, 47. Old." And then I told him, "I'm only into young, hot Nigerian men." And he was amused by that. And then he ended up admitting that he is actually Nigerian. And I told him, "Well, I'm only into guys who are proudly Nigerian and don't pretend to be someone else." Blah, blah, blah. So I've been talking to him since October. Hi, Julie. So, anyway, uh, it's funny that he thinks he can tell me what to do with my financial dilemmas. And the last time I did a live stream, I ended up talking to him on the phone for the first time. And it was very interesting because he said that women are richer than men and that women hide money. So basically, what he's implying is if a woman says she doesn't have any money, she really does have money. Therefore, he should just keep asking me for money. Or in the most recent case, to get access to an account that I start for him in my name. So done. So he said late yesterday, "Still up?" I said I actually went to bed early. When I woke up, my phone was at 1% with a message that said liquid detected. There was no liquid. Now it's charging. That actually really happened. It was irritating. He says, "My phone does that sometimes. Good morning. How are you doing?" "Stressed. How are you?" "I'm fine. Just finished house chores." I think he lives with his parents. "Now I feel like a new man." Laugh out loud. "What are you up to?" "Good. I'm about to go to work. About to go work on the garage without my phone." Kimberly says, "I've hid my money so well, I can't even find it." He says, "Oh, so I guess we'll talk later." Actually, I was going to spend the whole day cleaning. So we were going to have company over. Andrew got his mission call. He was going to have a friend come over for the big reveal, and then his friend didn't come over. But it's still good that I cleaned because I had been trying for days and I just had not been feeling it. So Andrew is going to Utah on his mission. We've had other friends go there too, and they ended up liking it a lot. Is this going to be weird because we have so many relatives there, and he's not going to be able to, take off and go see them and stuff? But it'll be comforting knowing that we have family there, within an hour of him. Or there's also quite a few friends who will be like maybe even in the same town that he'll be in. So that's very comforting, and it's also made me feel more calm about the things that could possibly happen during the 2 years that he'll be gone. So when my son Eric was deployed, in Europe, my mom was dying, and that was like very distressing, and he couldn't come home for the funeral. And so if we end up losing either one of my in-laws, which horrible to think about, but they've had some major health stuff, I'm pretty sure he would be allowed to go to the funeral. It would just be a brief thing and then right back. So that was one of the things that was weighing on me is a lot can happen in 2 years. And I think my dad, I think he'll last a while. I think he's stable. So anyway, back to the Deji stuff. So he says, okay, I think you should be able to take out a lot by donating. Oh, thanks for the advice. So much of it I can't carry, and it's a gated property, so Carol won't let me have a sale. Carol doesn't want a bunch of strangers coming on to her property. So she's created an impossible situation for me. Is there no close friend who can assist you? No. And then he says, he knows I'm like freaking out about my situation. And he goes, you forgot about the USAA. That annoyed me so much. I'm like, that's it. I'm going live today. Thank you for the prayers, Rachel. You see repeated images of me? So I said question mark regarding the forgetting about USAA, which I made it clear I was not going to do that for him. And I said meeting with a lawyer today. He replies to the question mark thing and he says the bank. And then he asked why I was meeting with a lawyer. And I said to discuss what Carol is doing. I didn't forget about the bank. That's true. I did not forget about the bank. I'm just not going to do that. Okay, to find out if what she's doing is legal. After I said I didn't forget about the bank, he says, thank you. When would you be done at the bank? He is so annoying. I'm running out of water. He has a lot of nerve. Let's call him, see what he's doing. It's not making any noise. Little piece, you're frosting a cake. What kind of cake? This is no answer. So, I don't know if you guys could see the thumbnail. Just made that a while ago. And I had to blur his photo. But this weekend I printed out one of the photos he sent me. So after I did the video call with him days ago, yes, his face as we talked, that was the same face in the photos. I had been kind of putting up a picture of him on Instagram. And I think we've been talking for so long, he has a false sense of security. He thinks If I were going to post parts of our conversation or anything like that, I would have done it by now. He seems to think I have at least a certain amount of trust in him, which is stupid because he's seen how much I've messed with other scammers. What a dummy. So anyway, I went. Unfortunately, it wasn't high enough resolution to get an 8x10, but hard to say. I have to blur it out because of YouTube. Hi, Terry. So anyway, I will be putting up the unblurred version on Instagram because I've never seen Instagram do anything to anyone for putting up photos of scammers like they do with YouTube. So I'm just waiting for the right moment. I want to make sure I get a screen recording of our entire conversation before I freak him out by posting his photo on Instagram, because he might start deleting a bunch of things he's written to me. So I want to make sure that's intact, and I tried for a long time today to make that happen. And then I have another video that I'm working on that I've edited most of the way. I just had a tough time getting back to it. So, yeah, I'm usually juggling multiple things at the same time. And now we'll be getting Andrew ready for his mission. He will be leaving. Well, they start training online before they leave, so he will start that the 17th of July, and then he'll actually go to the Missionary Training Center on the 26th. And Carmen has a couple camps back to back with like a 1 day break. So when there were different sessions to choose from, and when we chose them, we didn't know when Andrew was going to be leaving. Like, he hadn't gotten his call yet. So I was thinking it would be really cool to be able to drive him down there and then see family, because we haven't been there since 2019, and I would really love to see my in-laws after like everything they've gone through. So it was the 6-month anniversary of my mom's death, and my father-in-law ended up in the hospital with a blood infection from a kidney stone that had caused everything to back up. And he's gotten them so many times and was misdiagnosed as having a UTI. And we're all going, he doesn't get UTIs, he gets kidney stones. Like, there was a time he had one that was 1.5 inches in diameter, and they had to go in and pulverize it. Well, this last one, it was embedded in tissue, and I had no idea that could happen. And for a while, they thought maybe his kidney was starting to shrivel. They thought they were gonna have to remove his kidney, which is really bad because he has diabetes, and so you definitely need both kidneys when you're diabetic. And not too long before that, my mother-in-law had her foot amputated up to her knee. So it is just, the last year plus, it's just been like the biggest crap fest. They did surgery on her foot like 3 times trying to save it, and she had all sorts of horrible side effects from her medication. Like she had like dementia symptoms and everything. And now her brain is back to normal. That's like so wonderful. But yeah, she was in a care facility for a while. So when my mom was in the hospital, about to be brought home for hospice, my mother-in-law was also in the hospital, and my husband couldn't go down there and be with his family because he had to stay at home to help hold down the fort because my mom was actively dying. I felt so bad. I mean, he has lots of siblings down there, so it's not like they didn't have enough help. But if any loved one had that happening, I would want to go be with them just because I want to be with them. So I'm very grateful that she made it through that. So like the third surgery, she ended up in a wheelchair, and then they didn't give them sterile things to bring home to cleanse her wound, and so it got infected, or the infection got worse, and so they finally said, let's just get the infection out of your body. If we amputate, then no more antibiotics. And so she's got a prosthetic, and they keep having to like make adjustments to it, but she's doing pretty well. It took like a month before they were able to get the kidney stone out of my father-in-law. So that was all very distressing. So it's nice knowing that Andrew's going to be in the vicinity. And yeah, all of that stuff is why I have not been very consistent with uploading videos, because things just got really rough. You can't hear me, Stephen? I've had a couple people say that they can't hear me, and other people hear just fine. Thank you, Ellen. Good to see you, Kate. Let's see if Deji answered me. No, I'm trying to decide what to say to him about how I'm not going to do the USAA thing. Thanks, Kimberly. It's good having my in-laws stable right now, but yeah, when the kidney stone thing happened, I started to wonder if I was ever going to see my father-in-law again. Yeah, I would really, I don't know, try to figure out how we could pull off going to Utah this summer. Ellen says, tell him someone scammed you out of all your money. Well, I'm already telling him I don't have any money because of my crippling medical debt. Carmen, will you let her in?
No, I will not.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask him, did you forget our entire... Hi, Sabrina. I'm live streaming USAA conversation. Oh, Carmen, will you go see if we have whipping cream in the other fridge? I just want to see if I have what I need for enchiladas. Okay. Did you forget forget our entire USAA conversation? So how are you guys all doing? I have rehearsal tonight. And oh no. A friend of mine had thyroid cancer. I didn't know that. Jeez. I hate cancer. Whew. Yeah, Terry, it's a really good recipe. It's by Sam the Cooking Guy. So you mix together green enchilada sauce, diced green chilies. You can put some chipotle peppers in there if you want, but it's not a must. I feel like I'm forgetting something. His video is funny too. Let me look it up. Sam the Cooking Guy is funny. Do we have any? Is it expired?
No.
Yay! Jared's coming home for the weekend. Tomorrow for Memorial Day weekend. I've never made my Aunt Lori's enchiladas, but I have the recipe. I should probably do that. Okay. So you mix salsa verde, aka green enchilada sauce, with chopped green chilies, chipotles, and you can take like shredded rotisserie chicken, you mix that together. You dip the tortillas in chicken broth, put the chicken in, roll it up. You put some cream in the bottom of the pan, the enchiladas go on top of that, and then just lots of shredded cheese on top, and then drizzle with whipping cream. And then you bake it, and it is so good. And then you could also make a chorizo crema. It's like a pork chorizo, not like the hot dog type stuff, but it's like a little tube of stuff, and you fry it up, and then you mix in some cream. So it's kind of overkill, but we had a big family reunion with my in-laws in 2019, and my brother and sister-in-law, they made those, and everyone was raving about it and saying, please give me the recipe. And I ended up making that for my son's birthday because he loved it so much. So that's one of the things I make sometimes now. And yeah, it's pretty dang easy, especially if you get a rotisserie chicken. And I just get it from Costco because they're still $5 even with this horrible inflation. Are they good, Terry? Terry says, my ex-mother-in-law taught me how to make regular enchiladas. Will you send me the recipe? Deji's probably asleep. So someone was saying that maybe Deji has mixed me up with some other targets who he's also asked to start an account on USAA. Are you writing me a note?
Mm-hmm.
Are you drawing a picture with it?
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to.
You always draw me a picture.
Oh, fine. I'll draw a picture of a scammer. Because that's something you should send to a scammer.
A picture of a scammer?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna make him look really sinister?
I'm going to make it look stupid.
Sabrina's gonna draw us a picture of a scammer.
Who looks stupid?
Who looks stupid?
Who looks stupid?
How was school?
Good.
Was it warm out today? Cool. we might actually have a nice Memorial Day weekend. Sometimes, hi Alice. Sometimes we get really nice weather like weeks before Memorial Day, and that's to like trick you into going camping, and then it ends up being really poopy weather. We did that once, and I said we'll never fall for that again. So, oh, and I was going to tell you guys, I emailed USAA and said, hey, I thought you guys should know that the scammer is trying to get me to start an account on his behalf through my name. And I said, I don't know if this is a popular thing right now or something he just came up with. But I asked them to have more fraud alerts on their website. We do have a section about fraud. I'm like, yeah, but people have to go looking for that. I was telling them that, my bank that I do online bill pay with, every time I go to pay a bill, a thing pops up warning me not to give money to anybody that I don't know. And I love that they're doing that. And with my credit union, I went to log on today, and there was this red screen that gave me a warning that there are scammers right now calling and pretending to be them, and they're spoofing their number. So I very much appreciate that. I encourage you guys to go on social media and thank any companies that you see doing that, because I think that can be a great way to save people from getting scammed. There's still going to be the people who are determined to be scammed and won't listen to anyone. You're drawing the picture now?
Yeah.
So at first the lady said, well, maybe you should stop talking to him so you don't get scammed. I'm like, I'm not going to. I tried to explain to her, like, this is what I do. And then she was laughing by the end because she understood better. And then she told me about a time they stopped a wire transfer from happening because this guy was convinced that he had a fiance overseas, and he called them up and said, what are you doing? Why did you stop this transfer? And I'm trying to send this to my fiance. And they said, we researched this. This is not your fiance. This person is a scammer. He's like, no, it's not. It's my fiance. I don't really know how that ended exactly. I don't know if they just told him, no, you can't do it. But yeah, she was pretty amazed that despite, giving him evidence that it was a scammer.
The thing I want you to send to the scammer is kind of like a funny kind of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Oh.
Do you want me to sing it to you?
No, let me see if it's appropriate. Where'd you get that from?
Somebody on my bus.
On your bus? Okay, go ahead and sing it.
Stinkle, stinkle, little fart, blew my underwear apart. Something, 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 like a diarrhea cloud. Stinkle, stinkle, little fart, blew my underwear apart.
Well, that's a new one.
You should totally send it to the scammer, though.
But which scammer? Deji?
Any of them. Do the one that you
Next
pretended
time
to fall
one
in
of
love
them Next time one of them calls me, I'll just sing it to them. But I don't really know all the words. Stinkle, stinkle, little fart, blew my underwear apart. Something, 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 like a diarrhea cloud. So what is cloud supposed to rhyme with?
I don't know.
Does it rhyme with loud?
Oh yeah.
I bet that's what it is.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm gonna put right here.
I'm gonna
I
need you to
forgot.
consult the kids on your bus and ask them for the full lyrics, please.
Okay. But I could make up some, kind of like.
Here's the picture of the scammer that she drew.
Maybe it could be. Yes, it was really loud. Like a diarrhea cloud.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. She is my daughter. Let's see, what time is it? 3:56. Oh no. My friend has a gallstone. She just messaged me. She put up a photo earlier and was like, not this again. I'm like, what? What is it? Oh. She's supposed to fly to another country on Tuesday and she's having a gallbladder attack. Fun. Okay. Stinkle, stinkle, little fart, blew my underwear apart. Let's see. It was really, really loud, like a diarrhea cloud. I don't know if that's right. Stinkle, stinkle, little fart, blew my underwear apart. It's a really nice song. I think I have to switch my laundry over. Turn the sky to dark. Is that what it is, Little Piece? Little Piece, were you the child who taught other kids this song on the bus? It sounds like something she would do. Cliff said the picture looks like him. Cliff on my live stream says the picture you drew looks like him. But you said you were drawing a picture of a stupid scammer. Are you saying that Cliff looks stupid?
No!
Little Piece, you're improving. I read it as like you're improving. Like improving from what? Like what happened to you? Oh man. All right, I guess I should go do my laundry and stuff before rehearsal. And maybe actually eat dinner before rehearsal. My friend Rachel is in the choir with me, and we stop by the grocery store afterwards now and get stale donuts. We've done it 2 times now, but we've already decided it's a tradition. Thanks for coming and listening to how annoying Deji is. Sorry I couldn't get him on the phone. Hi, Janine. Oh, Janine's watching from the start. Yes, part does rhyme with fart. Thank you. All right. Well, I hope I have more fun news to share soon. See you later.